Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching on Tuesday the 8th of October. As always, the site here is kept free of charge by the adverts that you see around the screen. It's when you come back and use the site and use the adverts, it keeps us free of charge. I know you get fed up of me saying it, but I have to tell you because it reminds you how we manage to fund the site. So let's take a look at how things look. A really interesting satellite picture this afternoon across the UK. You can see the remnants of the old cold front that's lying currently through the southwest and through parts of the Midlands. It's just been producing a few spots of drizzle, but you can notice here how the clouds broke behind the front, but we now get more gathering clouds up towards the north, and it's behind these as they move southwards that we'll find colder air moving in. So lots of changes going on in the weather just at the moment. Now, just interesting to see as well how things develop in the coming days. This is the 7 to 10 day mean of the 500 millibar flow, which I've been showing you now for a couple of days. This is taking us forward to Friday the 13th, sorry, no, Friday the 13th, Friday the 18th of October, and it's valid from next Tuesday through to Friday the 18th. We've got the ECMWF on the left here, so this is the ECMWF here, and then we have the GFS on the right, and both of them actually looking very similar, both with a deep trough, and it will be a subsequent area of low pressure off the west of Ireland. Both have got this ridge feature across the British Isles, and really that's the key to things, that there's going to be very little chance of that ridge giving way during the middle part of next week. And it's just interesting to note as well, look, this band of above normal heights there, really stretching right the way across the US, across the northern Pacific and into Asia as well. And that's shown quite clearly, look, here on both sets of charts. So quite a block sets itself up, squeezing these troughs in between the two. So how does that relate to the weather back here in the UK and Western Europe? Well, just interesting to look through the charts at the moment, because there's quite a bit of agreement between the various different models. This is from the GFS ensemble model, and well, I just thought it'd be interesting to step through these. This is the chart valid for 7 o'clock this morning, and it quite clearly shows here the westerly flow that's generally affected the British Isles through the course of today. But a couple of features just to notice on there is the trough that you can see here west of Iceland, and the trough that you see here across the north of Scotland. And the reason I highlight those out to you is because watch what happens. Here we are at 7 o'clock this evening. Notice that trough feature in there. Then by 7 o'clock in the morning, look how the feature has sharpened. What's going on here is that as the ridge is building out towards the west here, it's pumping warm air north. That then turns the flow more into a northwesterly here and drags cold air down into this trough, which strengthens the trough all the time. So that then 12 hours later, by 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, you can see there, look just how sharp that trough becomes, all thanks to the cold air moving into it from the northwest. And it's that then that sets us up with the area of high pressure out towards the west here. So we've got high pressure out to the west and the area of low pressure to the east, and look how close together the isobars are here on a northerly wind. This is the chart for 7 o'clock on Thursday morning, so a real strong northerly flow then. And now what I want you to do is just to watch how things progress. This is 7 o'clock on Thursday evening. That's Friday morning, and if you were watching yesterday, remember me talking about this cut-off cold pool, and there it is once again. Still got the ridge being built north by warmer air coming in from the Atlantic, but what we've got to watch is for this neck here getting choked off, so that if we do get cold air come around here and warmer air up here, it kind of warms this area in here, which can block off the high and push it further north. So just watch what happens as the sequence progresses. This is heading into Friday evening. This is Saturday, look, and we get left. You see what's happened there? You see how the trough has effectively joined with the trough further to the west. So this one and this one have effectively joined together. They've squeezed that ridge, look, back to the north. This now becomes a westerly flow down here, which means that you just can't get any more warm air in here. So effectively, this feature here gets cut off, And as we then progress through, look, you notice how that cold pool kind of just sits there off towards the east. It is getting some input in here, but not a great deal, but it just stays as a cold pool and low pressure off to the east. Still got low pressure there off towards the west. And if I just take you through these charts right the way up to the 18th, which is the point where I wanted to stop to show some others, look, here is our trough out here to the west of Ireland. And you notice it hasn't got a particularly cold feed coming in here, so that's the reason why this doesn't strengthen that much. And the ridge here really is a little bit benign. It's not really doing a lot, not very warm air coming into it. So it is going to build in here, but not to a huge extent. But what's interesting is, if you notice how similar the charts are. So between that one, so that's the ensemble for the 18th, so 7 o'clock on the morning of the 18th. This is the ECMWF for the same time, and you notice that how similar they are. Look, both of them have got this trough feature out towards the west. The ECMWF making more of the ridge, and it does have the trough out here in Europe, but you can kind of see there how similar both of those are. Compare it as well to the GEM, to the Canadian, and this is, I'm sorry, I don't know what this advert is all about, but I'm sure you'll forgive me. It's showing us here that we've got this trough out towards the east. Look, we've got this ridge in here, and then there's the trough over Europe. So there is remarkable agreement at the moment between the models as to how things look set to progress. So I just wanted to talk you through that, show you that we've got this agreement between the models right now. That sets us up quite nicely actually for the forecast going forward. So this idea that the middle of next week settles down becomes fair, and that we then find things perhaps breaking down towards the weekend after this one, so next weekend and into the early part of next week. Agree, but that's it for now. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net and whatever you're doing today. Have a great day and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.